Boss got the mustache in mid-season form as Week 3 has begun. We've got tons to get to today. He'll be making all of your prognostication after we look back at last night. A good one on Thursday Night Football in the AFC East. We didn't see it coming. Josh Allen and the Bills hosting the Dolphins. Pick it up in the second quarter. Harry Douglas, we're tied at 7. Bills are first and goal, but Josh Allen doing Josh Allen things.
Every now and then you need Clark Kent to go into that booth and change and put that Superman cape on. It turned into a Superman flip. Touchdown.
Is that Luka?
Spectacular play. Allen, look at him. He's just playing around. Bills up 14-7. But Bart, Tua in rhythm much of the night. Great drive to end the first half.
What you talk about, he played like this was a must-win game, and Tyreek Hill didn't run wild, but he got loose at times. 3 massive receptions.
This was a 16-play, 71-yard drive that culminates in that 3-yard touchdown to Jalen Waddle. So we're tied at 14 at the half. Early third quarter, still tied. James Cook, Peter, what a night.
Third straight game with a touchdown. He is the perfect complement to what they do in the air game. I love James Cook.
Our running backs didn't matter.
Bills up 21-14, but here come the Dolphins. Going for it on a 4th and 4 in plus territory, and they've got it. To Jalen Waddle, Dolphins moving down. And then Harry, they're going to tie the ball game on a touchdown toss to Tyreek Hill.
Listen, Tyreek Hill came up big all night. When they needed to make plays, he was there to receive the football from Tua.
So we're tied at 21, and we're still tied at 21. The Dolphins force a punt, and then Mike T, the critical mistake.
Greedy, this turns out to be a 7-point penalty. Dolphins are going to get the ball back. Zach Zeeler is a great player. That is a critical error.
Harry, talk to me. What do we see here? That Zach Zeeler, a very obvious 15-yard foul.
Yeah, just inexcusable. Your team is getting the football back. You're in a punt-safe situation. The last thing you need is your guy to go hit the punter and give the ball back to Buffalo.
And this is what they do with it. Khalil Shakir takes it in on the screen, as you knew they would. Bills take a 28-21 lead, and yet still the Dolphins driving. They've got a chance, and then the pick.
Yeah,
the seal, Terrell Bernard.
Oh, my old favorite one, the 4-7-3 linebackers taught once you get that 7-route run, so somebody sit down, and he gritted.
Bills kick a
Call that a
field
hockey
goal.
right
That's
there.
your ball game. Mike McDaniel, talk to me.
We came here to win, and I refuse to take moral victories as the head coach of the Miami Dolphins. It wasn't good enough, so that's where I'm at.
Okay, put your feet up. We got a lot of time to talk a lot of football today. So they're not into moral victories, and that's the right thing for him to say. And yet, I would say, if I'm a fan of the Dolphins, I emerged from last night encouraged rather than discouraged.
Absolutely. That team fought last night. And if you're just looking at the score, you're like, well, they lost by 10. No, they went in there and they were in the game throughout. Tua actually played very well. 10 for 15 on third downs, converted a big 4th down, and you saw both Waddle and Hill being involved. The issue, like it was last week, they played to the very end, a back-breaking interception, which is so unlike Tua if you look at the start of his career where it's all about protecting the ball. The back-breaking interception, not fully his fault. There was an unblocked man who came in, and yet they're 0-3 for the first time in several seasons. We've got to dig out of this hole. But all that talk of Mike McDaniel being on the hot seat and being fired, his boys fought for him last night. I don't think that's going to be the case this morning.
Greedy, I thought they really acquitted themselves well. What can they do? They can score points, much the way Peter said. When Hill and Waddle face man-to-man or combo coverage, as Harry had mentioned, they are hard to beat. The other side of the ball, they can rush the passer. Bradley Chubb has a sack in each of their games. Their secondary is decimated. I'm not making excuses, but when you're missing at least 2 of your best corners, it is hard to hold up.
Okay, so Bart is playing his mini violin.
No one's crying.
And he's got his resting linebacker face, as I always describe it. What do we think? The Dolphins now have like 13, whatever it is, however many days a week from Monday is from now. That's the next time we will see them against the Jets.
I mean, this is a week-to-week league, and yes, they fought hard, and you expect them to fight hard. It's a divisional opponent on a primetime spot. You expect them to show up. So they did what they were supposed to, but what they didn't do was find a way to win. And at the end of the day, this is a results business, and this is a week-to-week league. Yeah, you're going to commend them, give them a pat on the back that they went against what some people at this table think is the best team in the AFC. But, next week they go against the Jets. They lose that one. Inexcusable. Could be all she wrote.
Peter, you'll be there for that, right?
I'll be on the sidelines.
Will be on ESPN.
Monday Night Football, 7:15 start, and it's a totally different vibe there. They're the favorites. Like, there you can't just lay an egg. Last night, everyone thought they were going to get blown out and Mike McDaniel was going to look overwhelmed. They fought hard and they actually had it at the very end.
Is that more to say about Miami, or is that more to say about the Buffalo Bills? Are we kind of maybe overstating how great they are? They beat the Jets, they beat Miami.
Okay, so that's a perfect segue into where I wanted to go. Can we put up A22, please? The Buffalo Bills, and I keep pointing this out, are projected to win every game they play this season. This is their schedule. You're talking about games that you think they should easily win. Well, find me the game on there. You're saying to yourself, up until they get to that annual showdown with Kansas City, and we'll see where the Chiefs are there, the Bills are going to run away and hide, Bart Scott.
Well, those dirty birds, don't sleep on those dirty birds right there. They can score with anybody, and now they have a pass rush. Listen, I don't put that past them. But listen, we understand it's about, you can win the battle, but do you win the war? Right? And that ultimately it's about, we're judging the Bills on it. Can they win a championship? Right? Can they take that next step? And they're heavily flawed, right? And most teams are. But that defense, whether Milano's there and Oliver's there, listen, cry me a river we got hurt players. Everybody has hurt players. They played the Baltimore Ravens without Isaiah Likely and Patrick. So cry me a river with that one. They have a lot of flaws, and if you can't stop the run in this league, you can't win a Super Bowl.
Well, so if they have flaws, certainly they're on the defensive side of the ball. Harry actually has a tape of things you saw last night that if you're a fan of the Bills, you would be concerned.
Yeah, number one, inability to stop the run and third downs. And every play that I'm going to show you is in a 2-minute situation, and it's sad to see because this kind of thing could get you to lose football games. You watch right here. They're going to send a corner cat blitz. Great call by the defensive coordinator. You're going to have a free runner at Tua Tagovailoa. He should be able to tackle him, and the defense should be able to get off the field. The ball should be back to Josh Allen. Watch this. Forward tackling. Tua scrambles to the left side of the formation, which is his strong arm and which he throws with, and finds Tyreek Hill for a first down. Inexcusable, cannot happen. The next play is going to be 3rd and 7. Mentioned 3rd and 7, another third down situation. Hey, you got to find a way to get Tua down. He's not a dual threat quarterback. Tua scrambles, look at all the green grass in front of him, picks up the first down again. And then the last play just blew my mind. This is 3rd and 10. Tyreek Hill is lined up at number 3. As he's highlighted, you're going to have Terrell Bernard, the linebacker, be highlighted as well. This is going to be a 6-yard out route. This should be a tackle and force a field goal or make the Dolphins make a decision to go for it. Look at
Waddle. Way to go, Waddle. Way to box out, baby.
And it ends up being a first down. And the reason why this is pivotal in this game, the Dolphins went down and scored before halftime to tie the ball game up.
And that was a good note of Jalen Waddle boxing out like a Charles Barkley under there. But so is that what you're talking about? You think if we're sitting here and we're looking at, I don't even know who we identify as the big boys in the AFC anymore, because forever it's been Kansas City, and they're at 0-2. We'll talk about them in a minute. But it's the defense that concerns you.
It's the defense, right? And you don't see it getting too much better. I mean, Milano can come there, Ed Oliver can come there, but this is a long, grueling season. You're going to sustain injuries on the defensive side of the ball. Fundamentally, how they decide to go about the business with playing out of that sub package makes it easy for teams to make them one-dimensional.
Yeah, Bart, I disagree. You're going to get back those 2 players plus your first-round pick and Max Harrison, who hasn't played. Help is on the way, and there's